Welcome to Ranking Zenless Zone Zero Characters by Hotness. If you aren't familiar, Zenless Zone Zero is Hoyoverse's newest game, an urban fantasy action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic futuristic metropolis known as New Eridu. There are already so many unique playable characters in this game, so today I thought I'd rank them all by how spicy I think they are. And if you see someone you like, Zenless Zone Zero officially releases on July 4th on all platforms, so be sure to pre-register using the link in my video's description and pinned comment. Thank you so much to Zenless Zone Zero for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get on to the ranking. Our categories today are pretty straightforward: S through C rank, as well as child size at the bottom for anyone who looks a little too young to be here. All right, starting off with Miss Ambi. She is super cute. You know, Ambi is very stoic, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like her at first. She's definitely grown on me a lot, and she's one of my favorite characters now. Honestly, I have to put Ambi in a B tier. I don't know if I would call her hot necessarily. She's cute. She's cutie patootie. Next we have Nicole, my personal bae. I adore Nicole's design. I think she is so hot. She is gorgeous. The outfit is a slay. The hair, her facial expressions, the accessories, and the attitude, quite frankly. I feel like I'm just justifying why I want to put her in the S tier, but do I even need to? Will anyone argue with that? Absolutely have to put Nicole in S tier. No doubt about it in my mind. She is so hot. All right, we have Billy. Is he a robot? Is he an android? I'm not entirely positive, but that waist don't lie. Billy is our local comic relief character, but boy, does he do it well. He's genuinely funny. I laugh at what he says like most of the time. You know what they say, a girl always gonna like a silly man, okay? I think I'm gonna put him in an A tier. The silliness might be a little bit too much for me to be like, oh yeah, he's a spicy guy, but you can't deny it. Billy's got some riz. All right, Nekomiya. I am not entirely sure how old any of these characters are except for a couple, but she does look pretty child-sized to me. I might be incorrect, but I'd rather play it safe than sorry. Nekomiya, cutie patootie, child-sized though. Soldier 11. I don't know. I find her a little general in the hotness department. I do think she's cool, and that of course is going to add a little bit of hotness to somebody's ranking. This is going to sound harsh, but we have to put someone there. I think I'm going to have to put Soldier 11 in a C tier. I really just don't feel much for her in general in this area. Look, someone's got to go there. All right, I'm sorry guys. Kaleda. She is also relatively young, so we are going to be planting her firmly in the child size category as well. Von Lycon. Look, I don't roll that way typically, but like, dude, when I saw his stance when he tried to kick me in the face, I the fact that I don't even subscribe to the furry agenda and I'm still considering this, I cannot fathom. I have to do it. There is no way around it. He has to go in the S tier. I feel like I'm discovering something about myself that I did not know existed before today. He is the exception, all right? Don't look at me like that. Next is Grace Howard. She's both hot and fun, which I think is an excellent combination. We always want the full package here, okay? It's not just about looks. It's about the personality too. And when she's that spunky and a fun character, I think she's perfect. I'm gonna put Grace in an S tier, and I am so impressed that we have 3 S tiers already. What can I say? There's lots of hotties in this game apparently. Ellen. I personally like female characters who are a little bit more on the cold side like this. I sort of like how it defies the expectation of what you thought a maid character might act like. I'm gonna put Ellen Jo in the S tier, dude. S for shark, S for sassy. 10 out of 10. She's absolutely going to be my main. Next is Alexandrina. I'm a little bit torn on her, quite frankly. I think Ellen had a little bit more sharpness to her, whereas Alexandrina, she's definitely the softer, more maid-like figure that you would expect. The spookiness adds hotness. I think that's the unexpected twist for her. I think she just barely beats out Ellen, so I'm gonna say she's a low S tier. More information required, but from what I can see right now, the spookiness, it just got me. S tier for spooky. Zhu Yuan. At first, I definitely thought I was not gonna like her because I'm not really into the whole cop girl thing. However, I tried her out in the test run. I could not avert my gaze. I didn't expect this, but I think she's a sleeper hit. She's pretty hot. I'm gonna put her in the A tier. Not quite S for me, but she's still really hot. Corin or Corinne, child size. This one has a canonical age. She is only 16, so that makes my job easier. Into the child size category you go. Anton. You cannot tell me me that this man would spend more time doing his own hair in the morning than I would. He's that guy who you meet him and you think he's hot, but then he opens his mouth and you're like, oh, you're too pompous for me. Why do I feel like he would have the personality of Sonic the Hedgehog, even though he looks like Shadow? I don't know. It's not really doing it for me. I think I'm gonna put him in B tier. I'm almost considering putting him in C tier, actually, because I'm like, do I even feel anything for this guy at all? I don't think I do. I really think that he's cool looking, but I don't find him hot. Like, at all. I really don't. By the way, nothing wrong with the C tier. The C tier is for, I feel neutral on them. I feel no attraction necessarily, but it's not that I think they're ugly or I think they're bad. I just don't look at them and think, oh yeah, they're spicy. Mr. Benjamin the Bear. What am I gonna do with you? He is a giant bear, but he's cordial. He seems very nice, surprisingly. But I think in terms of hotness, he's like too old for me. I can't, I'm having a hard time thinking of him in that way, really. I think I'm gonna put him in B tier, not me putting him above Sonic the Hedgehog down here, dude. So Kaku is also questionably young looking, so I'm gonna put the blue Oni girl in child size as well, just to be safe. This next character on the tier list, her name is Miyabi, but she does not appear to be in this version of the beta test because I don't have any information on her and I don't know if she's even going to be a playable character. I'm not going to rate her. And finally, we're going to be discussing the MCs. First, we're going to start with Belle. I think she slays. I love her outfit. Between the two MCs, I definitely picked her immediately. I know it's a little bit up to what dialogue options I'm choosing for her, but for the most part, she's quirky. I really think this is a great design for the female MC in general. I think that she looks great. But in terms of hotness, I'm going to place Belle in the B tier as well. She's sort of in a similar vibe as Ambi. In fact, I'm gonna place Ambi down right next to her. Cutie patootie, they have their hot moments every once in a while, but overall, not really doing too much for me. And finally, we have her brother, Wise. Out of the two of the MCs, I feel like Wise is a little bit more plain looking, but he still looks good. I think he has a little bit of spice. It's not a lot because he's not too unique looking in my opinion. I'm gonna put Wise in B tier next to his sister. I think they're both all right. They're both okay. All right, and that I believe is my final Zenless Zone Zero hotness ranking. Let me sort the S tier by like numerically which ones I think are the hottest. I still think I'm gonna leave Nicole as an S tier. I think she's my top bae. Honestly, I think it's good. I think it's good the way it is. I feel pretty confident in this ranking. I'm gonna say Zhuyuan is slightly above Billy in the A tier for me. And you know what? We're gonna leave Benjamin the Bear at the top of the B tier here. B for bear. And just to be nice, I'm gonna put Anton at the top of the C tier. He's probably gonna cry real tears if he sees where he's ranked. Anyway, I would love to hear where you guys would rank these characters. Who's your S tiers? Who do you think the top hotties are in Zenless Zone Zero so far? Have you pre-registered for the game? Are you excited about it? I actually am very excited for it. I've very much enjoyed my time playing this so far in the closed beta. If by any chance you would like to see me play the game myself, I do have a VOD channel where I've been posting some old live stream footage. I currently have a few streams of me playing Zenless Zone Zero up right now. If you'd like to go catch up on that, I will leave a link to that in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, I'm gonna be googly eyeing at Nicole and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.